Good morning, Pirates, and welcome to PCTV News. I'm Victoria Guerra.
And I'm Sydney Edwards. Victoria, you know what today is?
What is today?
Today is National Women's Day, girl.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. Hey, you know today's all National Pancake Day.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, you can get 3 free pancakes at IHOP.
Ooh, that sounds
Celebrate
delicious.
your womanhood and eat those pancakes. You go, girl. Juniors, the statewide ACT plus the writing portion will be administered on April 19th for all junior students. Platte County FBLA is hosting a Design It Yourself workshop on Thursday, March 31st from 5:30 to 8:30 here in room 18 and room 21. This event is open to all students and staff of PCHS. Please see Mrs. Kasner or an FBLA member for more information on this event. Seniors, check the counseling site for more scholarship opportunities. Speaking of scholarships, the Pirates Rock Scholarship has been extended to March 14th. Turn it into Mrs. Worsig in the counseling office. Now let's send it over to Mal for an update on sports and weather.
Thanks, Sid. There will be a color guard clinics after school today in the band room. Tonight, starting at 6, is the MoCan All-Star Duel. Matthew Schmidt, Johnny Blankenship, and Ethan Carson will be competing. Tickets are $10 at the door if you're interested. And now for the weather. Spring is in the air, people. Today, the high will be 69 with some rain showers, and tonight there will be a low of 53. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a high of 62. And that's all there is for sports and weather. Back to you, Victoria.
Thanks, Mal. Current 9th, 10th, or 11th grade girls are encouraged to apply for the year-long Girls Leadership Development Program. Applications are available online at womensfoundation.org. The deadline is March 18th. Prom and after-prom tickets will be going on sale before and after school beginning Monday, so make sure to get your tickets. And now let's wish a happy birthday to all those who are celebrating these next few days.
Happy birthday to Jenna Beery, Eleanor Fuller, Noah Guthrie, Ryan Lett, Cameron Osborne, Colby Osborne, Christian Torchia, and Bradley Poos. Now it's time for the world news.
Today is the Hawaiian Republican caucuses. There will also be some in Idaho, Michigan, and Mississippi, and the Democratic caucuses will be held in Michigan and Mississippi as well.
For those of you who didn't know, today is the second anniversary for the Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 disappearance. The flight carried 239 people from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. They have searched 33,000 square miles and were only able to find a part of a wing and a tailpiece. Even though it is very likely to find more parts within 4 months, the search will end this summer if it isn't found before then.
Portions of Southeast Asia and the Pacific Ocean, Indonesia, Borneo, and Sumatra will be dark for some part of the day as the total solar eclipse happens today. Other parts of the world will only see a partial solar eclipse. And guess what?
What?
A total solar eclipse will be seen here in August of 2017. How cool is that?
I love those. Today, Chicago police will release more details from the investigation of a 22-year-old man's killing of a 9-year-old Tyshawn Lee. Shooter Dwight Boone Doty was already residing in the Cook County Jail from unrelated gun charges. Authorities say he lured the young boy into an alley. Police said Tyshawn's father has had ties with the gang, and the shooting was used as retaliation murder from rivals between the south city sides of the city. Tyshawn's father denies any gang involvement. It'll be interesting to see what happens with all of that. I'm curious.
Yes, it will. Announcement of whether the shooting of Robert Lavoy Finkham was justified will be made today. Finkham was shot after trying to reach for a pistol while he was being arrested. A video was released and it seemed to match the story, while Finkham supporters believe he was just stumbling in the snow. We are partnering with the Redream Project to show short documentaries about people from all over the country sharing their American dream.
You can see more and share your American dream at redreamproject.org. After the broadcast, we'll be showing how Sporting KC player Roger Espinoza achieved his American dream. That's all we have for you today, Pirates.
Thanks for watching PCTV News.
And have a great day.
The American dream for me, I don't think it depends or falls into one thing. I think it's many things. You know, there's job opportunities, there's school opportunities, there's many opportunities. You know, those opportunities are there for you. In Honduras, they're not. I'm Roger Espinoza.
Espinoza through the midfield, has space and scores.
I play here at Sporting Kansas City.
Goal Sporting Kansas City, Roger Espinoza.
My dad came into the United States illegally in the 80s, mid-80s. It wasn't too hard to get a green card in the United States. He got that. I think he asked my mom to come here, but my mom did not want to make the trip illegally to the United States. We were very young. She didn't think it was very possible to come all the way, go through borders and do all that. The safe way was to come legally. Growing up without a dad, I know it was tough on my mom. First time I met him pretty much, it was when I moved to the United States. My dad applied. Some papers came out, but it takes a while. It's 5 people. You have to have a history in the United States of working, a history of good behavior. And my dad just did exactly that. And you gotta remember that while he's paying for rent here, paying for us to live in Honduras, paying for papers, paying for doctor visits, so it gets expensive. It's not an easy thing, but one thing for sure, I know that this guy really cared about us if he tried that hard to have us here in the United States. I remember it took us 2 years going back and forth from the city we live up north, going all the way to the capital city, which is 4 hours in bus, applying, doing papers, going to doctors, taking shots. We moved here in '98. It was something that I'll never forget, showing up to the airport in Denver, Colorado. Then we walk outside, we had no warm clothes and it was really cold in April. And I was happy to be with him, be able to grow up with him and see him in person.
Espinoza does well to go past his man, Roger Espinoza! The deadlock is broken at Livestrong Sporting Park.
When I got to the United States, soccer was the first thing in mind for my dad to find for me. It was tough, but he found a team in Westminster, Colorado, a club called Legends. And we started playing soccer with them. Because education is very highly in America, And I started thinking about that right away. Kids start talking about their parents went to schools. They start watching basketball, and college football. So it becomes part of my life. So once I get to high school, yes, I want to play soccer. Not think about pro, watch a lot of pro, but college came first. And to do that, you have to have pretty good grades, do well in school, and that was my mindset. Although I wasn't very good at school, I was very disciplined in school and always tried to do well. Once I got to college, I definitely want to go professional. It was obviously tough but I always had a dream to be a professional at one point, and the opportunity came. And you can always go back to school, but you cannot always go pro. So I made the decision to leave, and I think I made the right decision. I was drafted 11th pick in the 2008 draft. I've been in Kansas City since day one.
Espinoza finds a way past Santos. Ball towards the back stick. Kamara!
I have many dreams. Obviously was to play soccer, to buy a house. I've done that too. I have a family, I'll be able to support them. And I know in the United States that's very possible. And one day, hopefully I'm able to do that.
And Roger Espinoza on defensive duties once again. Fantastic defensive work from Sporting KC in the final third.
Who had the biggest influence in my life? It's obviously my family, but there's been 2 guys. There's been soccer and education. Soccer, it was my coach growing up. His name is Rafael Amaya. Was there for me in my soccer life. He obviously knew I had talent when I didn't know I had talent. And, he was always pushing me to be a better player. Education. There's a guy who I call him my second dad, definitely. His name is Bob Burrell. I grew up with his son, playing with his son, and he knew I wanted to get to college. I was going to a public school in not a good neighborhood in Denver, Colorado. Got close, so I had to go to a school far away. So obviously him knowing a lot about education, and his son going to a great school, which was a Jesuit school. He became my education dad, I would say. And he doesn't care about soccer. He just cares about if I'm still studying. And that's great, that's great that he cares about that. He kept me on my feet. Yeah, I thank him a lot for what I know now in life. I'll do one. I don't know who are the people who are saying the American dream is not true. The American dream is true. Go live in Honduras for a few years and then you'll see what the American dream, you have jobs. Yeah, some people don't have jobs here, but it won't take you a long time. I can only speak for my family, and every time my mom or my dad has gone search for a job, they have found. My sister, my brother, anybody. Anytime they look for a job, they found it. They own their own car, they have their own TV, they pay their bills, they go to the movies whenever they want to, they go on vacation whenever they want to. can't do that in Honduras. You can't do that in many countries in the world. Come on, you want to get in the skateboard? Let's go get in the skateboard. Come on. You want to ride the skateboard? I have uncles in Honduras that's been looking for jobs for the past 2 years and cannot find one single job or a job that make enough money to support their family. You know, I know that for a fact. I see in it. I live that. If for those people the American dream is not true, I mean, I hate to say it, hopefully I'm not disrespectful. I don't know what they're doing here then. Yeah, there you go. So I think that's why I work hard on the field, because I see it from my dad, I see it from my brother, and they always told me, you know, to go to school, to work really hard, and everything is gonna come. And it's true, if you work really hard, you know, dreams come true.
For Sporting KC tonight, he's played a phenomenal game.
What dreams do you chase? Share your dream at redreamproject.org. Redream is presented through the generous support of ThinkShift, an initiative of the DeBruce Foundation.